Hello children, welcome back to yet another session. Myself, Mashmi Das. Today we shall discuss about some health related topics such as vaccination, immunization. Children, this vaccination term, it is very common to all of us. We often hear this term. But what does this particular term mean? You know that in and around our surroundings, it is full of organisms, small living organisms are there, microorganisms are there, and they happens to enter in our body. When any kind of microorganisms or any kind of organism, when it enters in our body, we call those to be the foreign materials because they are not required by our body, but they do enter in our body. So when these foreign materials enter in our body, some of them really harms our body. Whenever these foreign particles enter in our body, the defense system of our body becomes alert, and the soldiers of our body, that is the WBCs present in our body, they becomes ready and start fighting with these foreign particles. So children, these foreign particles which can cause harm to our body, they are pathogenic organisms. And when they enter, the WBCs of our body starts fighting with them. And what happens in response to these pathogenic organisms, the lymphocytes, it's a type of WBC, it produces a protein in the blood of our body. And that protein is called antibody. And these foreign particles, that is these pathogenic organisms, are called antigens. Again, I'm telling you children, the foreign particles which enters in our body, such as the pathogenic organism which can cause diseases in our body, they are called antigens. When these enter in our body, the WBCs such as lymphocytes, it produces a type of protein in the plasma of our blood, and that protein is called antibody. So these antibody, they fight against the antigens, and finally they kills the antigens and hence protects our body from any kind of infection. So what the antigens are dead. Now what happens to the antibodies which are produced? They remain in our bloodstream. They are actually the substances which increases the immune system of our body. How? The antibodies which are produced in response to those antigens, it remains in our bloodstream. And in the course of development of that particular person, if again that person happens to be infected by that pathogenic organism, then the antibodies which are already in the blood, they just start fighting with those antigens and kills those antigens, kill those pathogenic organisms, and hence again protect the body from any kind of infection. So these antibodies only, it increases the immunity of our body. Production of these antibodies in the body can be done artificially. How? In the form of vaccination. The germs or the pathogenic organisms in its dead form or in its inactivated form, the germs are inactivated so that it doesn't have any power of infection. They are injected into the body. When they are injected into the body, definitely they are the foreign substances, antigens. In response to those antigens, the body produces antibodies, and the antibodies are there remain in the bloodstream. And what happens in the course of time, if we are infected by those particular organisms, the dead organisms or those particular microorganisms, then our body, the antibodies which are already present in the blood, it fights with those organisms and it kills those organisms. So hence our body is protected. So this is what is vaccination. The dead organisms or the inactivated organisms which are injected into the body, those are called vaccines. And when they are, and the way of injecting those dead or inactivated pathogenic organisms, it is called vaccination. And while the course of giving vaccination, antibodies are developed in our body, which increases the immunity of our body. And that is what is immunization. Children, these, always remember, this vaccination or these antibodies which are produced, they are very much specific to their own to their own organism. That is, the antibodies which are produced, suppose the antibodies are produced for the disease which causes for those microorganisms which causes cholera. Then the antibodies which are produced in response to the antigens of cholera, they will only act on the organisms of the microorganisms of the cholera only. They will not act on any other microorganisms. So they are very much specific. So every disease has different kinds of different vaccination. Every disease has different vaccinations. And in India, government, they have done a wide scale practice of eradicating the common infectious diseases from our country by giving vaccines of certain common diseases right from the birth till certain age of our life, so that the antibodies of those particular microorganisms can be developed in our body. And if we happens to be infected by those microorganisms later on in our life, our body can the defense system of our body can fight with those microorganisms, and they will be killed and we will be saved from infection. Children, remember one thing, these vaccination or immunity, they are of two types. One is temporary immunity and the other one is permanent immunity. Temporary immunity means after taking vaccination, the antibodies which are produced in our body, it remains active for maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year or 2 years. And after that, those antibodies are perished from the body. So the body loses its immunity against those organisms after a certain period of time. But permanent immunity are those, when it is given, the vaccination is given, for the whole life, the body is immune from those diseases. So that is called permanent immunity. Now I am telling you, a table is there which which depicts at what age these particular vaccinations should be given to all the persons. At the age of 3 to 12 months, DPT vaccine is given. Then polio vaccine is given at the age of 3 to 12 months. From 9 to 15 months, measles vaccine is given. From 18 to 24 months, DPT booster dose is given. Polio booster dose is given. 5 to 6 years, DT vaccine is given against diphtheria and tetanus. Typhoid vaccine is given. 10 years at the age, tetanus toxoid booster dose is given. Typhoid booster dose is given. Tetanus toxoid booster dose is given at the age of 16 years, and typhoid vaccine booster dose is given at the age of 16 years. And apart from that, a vaccine is also given to pregnant mothers in order to have immunity against those infectious diseases if she gets infected from the diseases by the course of pregnancy. So that's all about these vaccination and immunization. Now let us see some of the substances which produces a kind of addiction in our body. What happens when you all will go to a growing era, that is teenage, when you will become teenage? That time you all children have a lot of power within you, a lot of emotions within you, a lot of desire within you. And some of your children tries to achieve the things very fast without doing proper labor behind that, without doing proper things which is required to achieve those things. You want to become superior. You want to show others that you are actually really very powerful and you are something different from others. So you want to show all these things and you want to get it, you want to achieve it very fast. And in order to do that, these children, they fall in prey of some of the substances which are called habit forming substances. That means these substances, if taken in our body, they give the feeling, false feeling in us that yes, you are superior, yes, you are better than others, yes, you are hero, yes, means like that feeling that it starts giving within you. And some of you, really, it's very unfortunate that you fall in prey of these substances, habit forming substances, such as tobacco, alcohol, drugs. What is this tobacco? Children, these are the leaves of a plant, Nicotiana tobacco. And it contains a material, a chemical called nicotine. If, when it is taken, these leaves, dried leaves, how it is taken? They are taken in the form of cigarettes. They are burned, and inside, what is the cigarette? Inside the cigarette only the tobacco leaves are there, and when it is burned, then that smoke which comes out from these tobacco leaves, that smoke, it is the actual harmful thing. It goes inside the person, inside the body of that person, and it badly affects the nose, trachea, and the lungs. And the person gradually starts falling in its regular intake. The person gradually starts taking it regularly, and that tobacco smoke which goes inside that person, it gradually starts destroying the health of that body badly. Now children, this is smoke. When it is smoked, it directly affects the person who is smoking. Apart from that, it also affects the person who is in front of it, in front of that person who is smoking, and he is inhaling. And if the person inhales the smoke coming out from other one who is smoking, then also that person will be also affected. That is called passive smoking. And the one who is smoking that is active smoking, and the one who is inhaling the smoke coming out from the tobacco leaves or the cigarette, it is called passive smoking. What are the health hazards which is caused due to the smoking of tobacco? Smoking of tobacco increases the risk of lung cancer. Why lung cancer? Because when we smoke, the smoke, it badly affects the trachea and the lungs. It fully inflamed the lining of the lungs, and the harmful gases which is released from this tobacco, it very badly affects the lungs, and gradually it starts destroying the cells of the lungs, and finally the person suffers from lung cancer. It also affects the heart of the person. The person may get heart attack if anyone is very much used to this smoking. Then chewing of tobacco increases the risk of oral cancer, mouth cancer, because the tobacco, we are taking it through the mouth, and the harmful chemicals released from that tobacco, from the smoke of the tobacco, or by chewing tobacco leaves, the chemicals directly affects the mouth, in and around the mouth, and gradually it starts destroying the mouth, cells of the mouth, and finally cancer. It leads to accumulation of tar in the nose and throat and lungs. What is tar? A black color shoot which comes out from smoking, and gradually that black color shoot, it starts depositing inside the nose, inside the throat, and inside the lungs, which causes violent coughing and irritation in the body. Smoking also reduces appetite, sleep, and it also discolors teeth. The smoke of tobacco consists of very harmful chemical compounds, in fact, very harmful gases such as carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, and unoxidized nicotine. The smoke is passively inhaled by others who are non-smoker, and also they are also affected by the bad effects of the smoke. So that is why WHO, it has done mandatory to write smoking is injurious to health on the packets of the cigarettes. So whoever will be taking cigarettes, they know the harmful effects of cigarette, and then still they take those. So children, these are the effects of the tobacco. Now let us see the second habit forming substance is called alcohol. What is this alcohol? It is chemically ethanol or ethyl alcohol. This, when taken by someone, it directly affects the brain of our body, it directly affects the nervous system of our body. And gradually, the person starts falling prey to this habit forming alcohol, and a person becomes alcoholic. Those persons become alcoholic. It has a tremendous bad effect in our body. Alcohol reduces alertness of mind. Alcohol damages the liver. By storing excess fat in the liver, it causes a disorder which is called fatty liver. Alcohol may cause serious damage to the nervous system. In extreme cases, it can lead to unconsciousness or even death. Alcohol weakens the natural resistance of the body against any kind of diseases. Alcohol affects our nervous system, and it affects the ability of judgment, and also it reduces the reaction time of our body. What is reaction time, children? Reaction time means the time which is taken by our body to respond in an emergency situation. And because of the effect of the alcohol, the body cannot take immediate decision during the time of emergency. And that what happens, that it leads to the effect. It leads to the bad effect of that emergency situation. Body cannot save it from that situation. So these all are the harmful effects of alcohol. Alcohol, it not only affects the person, it also affects the family of that person, the society where the person is living. How it affects the family? The person loses all kind of minute senses, and the body of that person is always addicted to these alcohol, and they don't think about their family, they care of the family, what need of the family, and they just remain in their own world. So children, that is why these all are called social disorder. The effects of these habit forming substances, they are also called social disorder. Now there is a term called drugs. You all know that, have heard the term drugs. What is this drugs? Drugs, if you use it in proper sense, they are life-saving substances. How? The chemicals or the medicines, which are called medicines, which we use it to cure any kind of diseases, they are actually the drugs. They are called drugs because they are made up of some highly reactive chemical substances. And when it is taken by our body, it immediately starts reacting in our body. And in the medical field, there are thousands of drugs which are certified and which we take it in order to cure us from diseases. But there are certain persons, children, who take these drugs without any reason, just as a habit, just for fun, to have the effect of those drugs, to have the effect of those chemicals in the body. And this is called misuse of drugs, which should not be done at all. And there is a term called abuse of drugs. What is this? There are certain drugs which are not certified by the Medical Council of India because they are not suitable for our body, and they should not be taken in our body. Why? Because they really affects the internal mechanism of our body, and they really harm the body. But there are people who fall in prey to these harmful substances. Why? Because these drugs, when taken, they give the feeling of hallucination in that person. Hallucination means they start forgetting the actual world where they are. They start thinking hypothetically that they are in that world where everything can be achieved. They start giving the false feeling of happiness. They start giving the feeling of forgetting everything of the real world, and to remain in that dream world. And in the meantime, the person loses consciousness also. These drugs directly affects the brain of our body. These drugs directly affects the neuromuscular structure of our body. And gradually, these drugs are so harmful, gradually the body demands more and more quantity of these chemicals. And the person becomes fully in the control of these chemicals. And it can lead to death even. It leads to depression. It leads to pain, severe body pain. And finally, it can lead to death. So children, these drugs, they are generally called narcotic drugs. These kinds of drugs, they are called narcotic drugs. What are the common narcotic drugs which are used by various persons? Cocaine, heroin, charas, ganja, morphine. These are some of the narcotic drugs used by various persons. What are the harmful effects of these drugs? Because C has damage to the nervous system and other organs of the body. They produce hallucination. They affect vision, hearing capacity, respiratory and cardiovascular system. They cause lack of appetite, which weakens the body. Stopping the intake of these drugs all of a sudden cause great depression, and which is called withdrawal symptoms. Their frequent use leads to unbearable body weights and mental depression. The drug addicts use the same needle to inject the drugs in their body, which leads to very harmful disease called AIDS. So children, these all are the habit-forming substances which are often used by many of us, which should not be used at all at any condition. We must try to face the reality of life. We should not go away from it by taking all these habit-forming substances, because it finally leads to the maximum damage of the body. So being an adolescent children, all of you must be very, very careful and should not at all allow these things in your life at any stage. So children, that is all in this chapter. Let us finish our session here. Thank you.